Hey everyone, FPS Chasley here. Welcome back to Let's Play Subcommand Akula campaign. We are in, where are we? We're in Land Strike. Restarted the mission to get a better position. We're now in part 2 of the, well, a midway restart. We're supposed to take out an airport up here with potential Russian, not Russian, what am I talking about? NATO brass are going to be discussing something. So we're instructed to strike it with land attack missiles, but that was proving hard to do in the last episode, so let's lower that and get back down here. I just wanted to get this Seawolf message for whatever reason. And let's, got reason to believe this is the Seawolf. Why am I hearing that all of a sudden? I don't know. Not sure. I think that's a countermeasure, but it's been a while since I launched all those torps and everything. I guess it hasn't been a while, but it wasn't really any time recently. What's my course? Okay, I'm heading due away from everyone. I wanted to try and get some better data on Sierra 9 here. What was I getting before? Okay, so something like that. You know what? I'm going to keep moving on to a due south. Let's just get this from a whole different 90-degree perspective and try and firm up this solution. We could potentially get ourselves a squall shot here soon. Still expecting a Collins diesel-electric up here somewhere. I want to get him out of the way as soon as possible because he does have Mark 48s, whereas the German Type 206 does not. It has much slower torpedoes. And the Mark 48 is a very good torpedo. And it's fast. Fast is the main thing. When it's closer than 4 nautical miles in, it's just about impossible to clear that datum quick enough. At least in the depth this water is, because it's hard for me to get up to top speed. Looking back at one of those times I died, though, I think if I had turned north at an opportune moment, I might have been able to shake one of those torpedoes, but it doesn't matter too much. Alrighty, what do we got? Just going to see if I've seen anything else. Nope, just the Seawolf and this potential surface ships, whatever they are. Nothing on the other sensors. All clear, all quiet on that front. The Western front. So what am I seeing here? I'm seeing 60, excuse me. So I'm seeing something Western, more Western in style, due to that 60 hertz electric generation frequency going on. Okay, Sierra 9. I do have a tracker on you, do I not? Damn, it doesn't look like I do. What is going on? So I haven't gotten any new data on this guy. Okay, there you go. Okay, we're good. So let's see what we got in terms of this solution now. Assuming, oh, what do we get if we get a straight due west course? That does kind of work right there. Oh man, really? Wow, that would be close. That would be close. Okay, I'm going to say Seawolf. Confidence medium threat. Let me get a tube prepped on that because that's a possibility that he is right there. Let's do 5 external. Why not? Oh, I don't want that. What do I want to put in this tube? 65 centimeters is what I want. Not a 53 centimeter. Let's do this internal tube. I'm trying to think if I want to put a squall somewhere else. I would like to try and get as many 65 centimeters in towards that place as possible. I don't really have a very good layout, honestly, for our loadout for this mission. Let's just do this squall external. No, let's keep that one. Let's do tube 4. Let's do tube 4. Tube 4 internal. Sierra 9. Warm up the weapons. Not that deep, thank you. This deep. Very good. Okay. Tube 4 internal. Very well. Oh, what was I seeing on here? I think I'm seeing a third. Some kind of third. Oh, it might be the reciprocal of this guy. No, that wouldn't make any sense. That reciprocal should be over this way. What's Sierra 9 doing? Sierra 9 is slow to 7 knots. Sierra 9 has slow to 7 knots. Curious. 7 knots. Have to see what this produces. This is possible that he's this close in. That's kind of sketchy. I'm already kind of in a good position to turn tail and start running away. I don't really have to do much turning if it comes down to that. Oh man, I really want some data here now. Give me data quick. So you can kind of fudge the stock game by, you know, keeping really slow, because the stock AI doesn't engage you until they figure out what you actually are. That's kind of I guess their way of putting quote unquote realism in it, time to detection and stuff like that. So you can game that. They change that in mods like RA and Lawami. Change that. They get rid of that functionality. I'm not sure how they do that. I guess I felt like I read it in a manual at some point, but have since forgotten. All right, let's do a little time lapse. I don't want to do too much. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? We got ourselves a course change, it looks like. Oh, we're seeing two frequencies on the. He's got to be close in. Gotta be close. Yikes. Okay. Looking like almost like turning to bear or something. You know what? I'm taking this shot. I'm taking it. This is sketching me out. We might get ourselves. He might fire now. Let's do this, and then let's do this, and let's do that. No. Stop. Come on. Do that. And select Sierra 9. Do this. Thank you. And then fire. Won't fire. Why won't you fire? I opened the wrong door. Excuse me. Scaring me for a second. I was like, why aren't you firing? Why will you not fire? Fire.
Tube 4, yes, Capitan. Control acoustics. Torpedo is running normally.
Let's see. Are we gonna get ourselves a reciprocating receiver? Triple R. Are we gonna get ourselves a retaliatory shot here? Because he seems pretty close in. I'm seeing two frequency lines on a potential Seawolf. Seems close in to me. Okay, that's the squall I'm seeing. Starting to increase speed a little bit, it looks like here. Don't think he has a fix on my position. Doesn't even seem like he knows I'm here. We'll see what kind of fruits this produces. He is kind of heading towards me, which, I don't know, could give this torpedo a potentially wrong source of course. Oh, but that is lining up, though, even though it's only 3 data points. What do we got? What do we got? Further off. Further off. Further off. Miss. A lot further off than I thought. What else could this be? Potentially a lot further off than I thought. Maybe. It's possible. Anything's possible. Is it probable? That's the only question. Ooh. Ah. He. Whoo. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh, there you go. Wow. So I got lucky. That last solution I put was actually a pretty good one. Did not realize that Seawolf was going to be that far off. I overestimated its stealthiness. Overestimated its ability to stay quiet. Okay. Let us turn south. Let's turn west.
Rudder right, steer course. Rudder right, steer course 2, 7.
Let's turn due west here and see what we can get. Well, Mr. Seawolf is down. Wow. Okay. I feel like that guy should have been able to dodge that, but he wasn't really doing anything. I don't know. I don't know about dodge it, but I feel like Because I remember some Akula shot a squall at me when I was in the Seawolf campaign. I managed to sidestep it a little bit and just took some damage. But didn't get killed, but still. I feel like he should have been in a better position to evade that. So we have 3 dead subs so far. I thought that Seawolf was a lot closer in than it really was. Okay, well that's very interesting. Yeah, overestimated its ability to be quiet. So yeah, let's come back due west and let's just lapse some time. Okay, getting the pings back again. There goes our nice silence is now gone. So we're gonna be approaching this diesel, but we're a lot further away than we were last time. You know what? Let's just go due north. I should be able to see him in my towed baffle, so let's resume waypoint follow. Because we've been heading away for a little bit here. Let us resume waypoint follow. And keep lapsing time here. And I think I'll just meet you guys back when I make contact with the diesel. So see you in a bit. Looks like we might have first contact with the diesel. Whoa, what is that? Oh, something... Oh. I'm seeing something big kind of all of a sudden here. What is this?
Control acoustics. New contact. Bearing 347. Designated Sierra 15. Control acoustics.
Kind of in that general direction of what I'm expecting for that diesel. So we got 2 new ping contacts. These ones are old and have not been updated in a while. I'm not seeing those. I'm seeing these new ping contacts, which is weird. So I'm going to drop Sierra 2, Sierra 1. But all these other ones are recent. These are reciprocals, and these 2 are staying up to date. Now, if we come into here, we can see... Oh, well, we used to, as you can see, it's dropping off. If it was a TPK of 8 for like a decently big warship, it would imply a speed of 33 knots. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of weird, man. But yeah, we got ourselves a potential something or other. Getting 2 lines for it. Let us whip out frequency shit. So 5125. Yep. I'm seeing a 5125, so that at least confirms that it's could be. That it doesn't. All it says is that it's not a German submarine. It could still be a German submarine. It is not American. I do not think. No, frequency of 50. So yeah, that's a potential German. So let us let's do a little of this real quick and see what that gets us in terms of which one here is gonna go away. This one should kick out to way down here, and we will see that shortly. Okay, it's starting to move. Yep, there you go. Resume waypoint follow. Sierra 16 can go away. Get away! So Sierra 15, I hope we haven't just stumbled across this guy all of a sudden. No, okay, that looks pretty good. So let's go back to our 2 knots. Our 2 knots. You know what? This is not telling me anything, so we're gonna cut back on this guy. What's the bearing? 344, so let's go about this way.
Left, steer course 3,
We're gonna cut back and get some better data on this guy, figure out his position. Oh, okay, I was like, did a TMA just give me... I just put that in randomly. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, so we've gotten ourselves some good data on CR15 here. Let's see what this can yield to us. We want to find where this about straightens out. It looks about to be right here. This is, of course, assuming constant course. See, right there, you're starting to get a bend in it. Can zoom a little bit more just to pronounce that. Getting a little bend that way. So let's bring it right about here. Solution. There you go. That's a pretty good guess as to his position. So let's go ahead and do the medium again. Should still be a Collins, but Let us, we're in a pretty good position right here to turn tail and run, so let's stick with this and let us fire on this guy. External tube 5. Yes, external tube 5. Presets, warm up the weapons. Weapons control, I want full safeties. We're so close, I don't want this fish turning back at us. Alright, open. No. Equalize it. Open that door. Open that door, please, sir. And let me just verify. And fire 1.
Launch external tube 5. Yes, the Capitan.
Okay. Gotta get ready to boogie on out of here. Boogie nights. But we might be good, I think. Close that door. I think we're in a good position here. So the fun part of this is going to be to try and now sink some surface ships and get rid of some SAM sites out in the water there. I think it might be worth it to try and launch, it's not realistic to do it this way, but launch every single land attack missile at once as close as possible. Just so they're all kind of together. So, and I feel like if they're in like a big long line, it's easier to be like, okay, here comes one, shoot it down, here comes another one. If they're all together, it might be harder for them to do it, more of like a saturation kind of attack. Okay, wow, he's really pushing it now, 4 knots, man, holy crap. Torp's about to get out there. And hopefully we get something good. Seems like it's almost aiming for behind the thing. Okay, yeah, he's gunning it, dude. Yeah. Going for it. But our torp is getting out there. Coming in super close. This should be a pretty money solution. He should be, within plus or minus 500 yards of where this is. This is pretty good. Bet some money on this solution here. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Surprised that was still a sink. Very well.
Bearing 3, 5, 7.
Chalk them up. These ones don't really count as much because I already knew they were there and what their relative positions were. But sometimes, I don't know, you need a little kick in the butt to get yourself back into tip-top shape. I'm being very bad about my time this episode. This might be long. This might be short. I don't know. So I went to the periscope earlier to take a peek. These ships are too far in for me to see anything. I'm really far away from ships. I mean, I'm in torpedo range. I could lob some torps in there, but I want to try and make sure I'm going for, individual ships. Doesn't do me any good if all the torps hit one ship. And if I launch all these 65 centimeters, I'm not expecting any other submarines, but I am going to be exposed. I don't have any other torps queued up here. All these external tubes should have been land attack missiles. I only have 6 queued up anyway. So that was a little lapse in judgment in my part. These all could have been land attacks. Could have had 2 more land attacks here and then 2 squalls maybe. Or even more maybe. Maybe 4 torps here, and then the rest could have been missiles, like 10 missiles potentially, but that will require a hard reset of the mission. So I need to figure out what I want to do here. Launch point. There wasn't any kind of goal. There's like nothing about, getting to the launch point actually. So there's nothing saying I couldn't, if I really wanted to, like, sail. I'm not going to do that, but might try and come in a little closer, I might try and come in a little closer. Ooh, ouchie, wawa. What kind of signal strength we got going on that one? 7? It's getting close to toast, man. It's getting close to toast. One of those old ping contacts might have been this helicopter contact. Was that an 8? Okay, those are both 7. Okay, that one's only a 6. It looked like it was a 7 before. That's interesting. Okay, see, that one was it's kind of on the cusp of 6 or 7, it looks like. What's our time to target? 30 minutes? 13 minutes to target. I'm going to stay at our 3 knots. Now it's not the time to get sloppy. Not the time to get sloppy. I might just throw out some anti-shipping missiles at first. Maybe as a distraction. Something like that. I'm about to launch myself 10 things. Do I have enough charge for that? No, I do. I have plenty of charge. I have enough for like 16 shots right now. Okay, that's good. Let's get all these kind of ready, I guess. Why not? Yeah, I'll throw these ASMs out with them. How many more ASMs do I have? I have 6 more. I might leave one torp up. I might put a squall here. And then make the rest of these ASMs. Launch the ASMs first. You know what? What if I launch the ASMs and then try my end around again? I could get I could get 5 anti-ship missiles out heading their way. And then launch missiles the other direction. Or I could just launch them all up the gullet and get 11 missiles up that way. Maybe mix them up. Do land attack, anti-shipping missile, land attack, anti-shipping missile. Put different enabling ranges on the anti-shipping missiles so they hopefully go for different targets. I would like to just get a recon of the target and see what I'm dealing with actually. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. So yeah, let's get anti-shipping missiles loaded up. I think this is what I'm going to go for. If this doesn't work, I think I'm going to call it a mission. I don't know. I'm sure I could get at least one ship sunk by launching some 65 centimeters into that harbor. But I don't know if with any kind of reliability, I could get all of them. So I just need to try and do a saturation attack and hopefully have one missile get through. I mean, those missiles have big warheads. Should be able to do a good chunk of damage if it gets through there. Anti-surface missiles, no. Strike missiles. 2 missiles. Warhead, yeah, it's a 1,000-pound warhead, dude. Not yet in the Russian fleet. Photo, yeah. So yeah, that's I think is going to be my plan. Is just swarm them with a bunch of anti-ship missiles. These both should have been missiles too, but oh well. Only so much you can do. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, and as always, good hunting.